So 10.29 is a 10 mark question. So they'll give you they say x is normally distributed and the mean is given as 6 and standard deviation is given as. So let's straight away note down what the mean is. Mean is equal to 6 and standard deviation is 5. Okay, now you have to find the probability. So let's do the first sum. What is the probability that x is between 0 and 8, right? So this is in the x scale. So you know that you have to convert it first to the z scale and you're going to use the formula. So we have z is equal to x minus nu by sigma. This is the formula, right, to convert it into the z scale. So when x is going to be equal to 0, the value of z is going to be equal to 0 minus 6 by 5, which is minus 6 by 5, and minus 6 by 5 is minus 1.2, right, minus 1.2. Likewise, when x is equal to 8, the value of z is going to be equal to 8 minus 6 by 5, which is 2 by 5, which is equal to 0.4, right? So now you know that when x is equal to 0, z is equal to minus 1.2, and when x is equal to 8, z is equal to 0.4. Now let's draw this bell curve, right, because it is a normal distribution, and this is going to be z equal to 0, and this is going to be minus 1.2, and this is going to be somewhere here 0.4, right? So you have to find the area between this, and whenever you have minus 1.2 or a negative sign here, you know that if it's minus 1.2, it is the same as writing it as plus 1.2. So instead of finding this area, due to symmetry, normal distribution, it's the same as finding this area in blue, right? So how I'm going to write this as is probability of minus 1.2 to z, right? Z to 0.4 can be written as probability of z being between 0 to 1.2 plus probability of this one, right, 0 to 0.4. Now in the exams they will typically give you the values of the area under the normal curve. The value will be given, so you need not look into the Clark's table and find out. So in this case the value of 1.2 is going to be 0.3849. It's good to know how to find it out, but typically in the exams they give you the values in the sum itself, so you need not worry about it at all. And for 0.4 it is 0.1554. Now you add these both, what do you get? You must get 0.13. Do the sum along with me, please. So you must have got 0.5403. So the next part of the sum is to find the second part of the sum, probability that mod of x minus 6 is less than 10, right? You always know that mod x does not have sign, right? So if I say mod x is equal to 10, it means that x could be equal to minus 10 or plus 10, right? Because mod x we take only the magnitude, the value, we don't take the sign, right? So typically, so when I say mod of x minus 6 is less than 10, you can write it as minus 10 less than mod of x minus 6, right, which is less than plus 10. It can be anywhere between minus 10 and plus 10, right? That is what it means. So now let's assume this. When if x minus 6 is going to be equal to 10, I can say x is equal to 4. 10 plus 6 will be 16. Likewise, when x minus 6 is equal to minus 10, I can say x is equal to minus 10 plus 6, which is minus 4. Right? Now, what we're going to do is, when x is equal to minus 4, what will be the value of z? Z is equal to x minus nu by sigma, which is minus 4 minus 6 by 5, which is minus 10 by 5, which is minus 2. Right? Likewise, when x is equal to 16, then my value of z is going to be equal to 16 minus 6 by 5, which is again 10 by 5, which is 2. Now let me draw the bell curve. Right, I have two values of z. One is minus 2 and the other is plus 2. Right, I have to find the area of this. So if I write probability of z between minus 2 and plus 2, like we did here for minus 1 dot 2, the same rule applies, right? Because of symmetry, you can write this as probability minus 2. You can write this as, due to symmetry, minus 2 can be written as 0 to 2 plus, anyway, for this you have probability of z lying between 0 to 2 again. So this is nothing but 2 times of the area between 0 to 2. What is the value for the area between 0 to 2? Again, this will be given in your exams. It is 0.4772. So when you multiply 2 with 0.4772, you know that the answer is 0.9544. Right? So this is the answer. So very, very simple sum. Remember to draw this diagram here, and of course, you need to mark the values of z. Right? So mention all of that cleanly, and very, very easy for 10 marks. So please don't miss it.